What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. Sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I think this, at the biggest Yu-Gi-Oh! Show of the year, perfectly encapsulates my point that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is indeed falling off. Look at this gross level of leftover product from years at the core TCG table. This isn't a deals table. A lot of this is at or around market prices, and every box is under $40 for the most part. There's Duelist Nexus at 30, Genesis Impact at 30, Power of the Elements, probably the unlimited rewave where they said we want to unlimited Starlights and did anyways. There it is at 40, Battles of Chaos at 40. Then from this year there's Maze at 40, Alliance Insight at 40, which is actually above online, and Supreme Darkness at 40, which is like 50 online, but after platform fees and shipping they would be taking less than that anyways. This just is not a good place for Yu-Gi-Oh! To be in. And to be clear, I'm not dooming, I'm advocating for better product. We shouldn't have got rid of all foil side sets, and stuff like Genesis Impact should be aging like fine wine. Instead, the pull rates are so awful that people don't want to dig back into these kinds of sets, and that's what's coming up. Our next banger is that kind of collector rare and terrible ratios on ultra rare set where we really could have had it way better. If you look through, Tactical Masters here is Labyrinth Max Rarity, and it's fallen off, disgustingly so. Then you have Crossover Breakers doing okay for itself over time, but it's actually falling out versus its high, and I can let you guess where it will end up. Oh, here's Max Rarity Rescue Ace and Melfi's and Mechanico, 3 deck that actually saw play and did good for themselves, and this box is back to under $40 at 35 because it's not worth diving in. We need better pull ratios on our cards to do good. But I've ranted about this enough. I really wanted to encapsulate it right here where core TCG, one of the biggest, is feeling it and putting it out there, and it's just absolutely, at least to me, disgusting. But if you want to be looking for deals around, Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days Collection over on Amazon's around $20. This is not sponsored at all. I'm not going to affiliate link with Amazon or anything, but for $20, you can actually kind of go for this different kind of promo game where you get one or the other. They're not that different. Harpy's Feather Duster, the video game art, is around $26, and the tournament pack art quarter century secret rare is around $23. Then almost every single day there's sales of the video game without a promo here on eBay for $20 or more for the most part, and it's daily sales as I'm showing you. So when it comes down to it, you can basically sell the video game for what it goes for and get a free promo that's worth more than the game. However, you will be taking platform fees and shipping. It says this is one of the most frequently returned items, so I'm wondering if they're going to ship back out those returns and some of them are missing the card or what, so you may have some headaches there, as well as then getting damaged promos and having to mail them to Konami through that system and wait for them back. It's a lot of work, but for the grinders, it might be worth it for that double up pretty consistently as long as the system is treating you well. You might have noticed I rearranged the Dragon Maids. Those plushes sure are paying off because House is back at front with a bit of a house buyout for a Field Center token. Nothing is safe with Dragon Maids, it turns out. One has sold for around 30, the cheapest is 30, and then they're 50 freaking dollars. Liberator Ito, this might be a lot more relevant to you, is going up for its Starlight Rare and its Secret Rare in sales in terms of it being really good against the Lunalight Towers and being accessible in Mitsurugi. It cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand or graveyard by paying half of your life points, while your opponent has a monster card in their field or graveyard with an effect that activates in the hand or monster zone in response to a card effect or activation. This sounds like it's hard to do, but it's really easy in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! You can only special summon this once per turn this way. This card's special summon cannot be negated. This face-up card cannot be used as a material for a fusion, synchro, Xyz, or link, but it can for a ritual. Also, during your turn only, it is unaffected by monster effects activated on your opponent's field. 4000/0, really big, able to take care of towers, monsters, and a good card in general to tech in. Trapaholic, I mentioned during pre-sales how I felt like this would be one that might go up over time. Well, it's now already. The Starlight Rare is bought out to the point of $100. It felt really like kind of trap trickish where it got underestimated early. Then it has Labyrinth on the art as well. Might as well be a kind of honorary Labyrinth card, right? And other upward movement in the Starlight rares for our Duelist Advance is Sky Striker Ace equals 0, Vanquish Soul Holly Sue, as well as Sky Striker Special Maneuver. We talked about how it was trying to stay in the top 5, but the Archmages were going up. People are saying the new Archmage support sucks, but they'll get more in the future. So it's very interesting how people are still trying to be strong on the buyout, but then there's a reclining in the excitement about it from what I'm hearing. Let me know your thoughts on that and how you feel about the future. But absolutely, the Gaga Gaga Girl continues to fall out. I might wait for this to be like 20 and then maybe add it to my collection, but I wonder how many people are also waiting for that as well. Shining Sarcophagus is towards $30 for its secret rare. I personally would be selling this right now because we're entering reprint season and it's no QCR, and I could even see it being Starlight Shining or something within the 10s. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this, but it being towards 30 seems a bit pricey to me. Night Express Night from the video game has a full buyout mode here in the US, and it's up towards $30 for the German, and it actually, let's see the sales data on this, does not really have sales data that pops up versus its pricing, but you can see over here in the EU it's under $1. So yeah, don't end up buying into this if you're looking for highest rarity Earth trains. Just go ahead and wait for a European at a YCS to maybe bring some of these over. Chaos Sorcerer is going up for its gold rare. I think we covered this before, but it's up even further towards $8. And this and Green Baboon are cards that just missed getting in rarity collections and having nice new versions, and people are going for the classics. People love their past formats and utility there, and even with the time travel changes versus Time Wizard and how weird that is, people are still buying heavily into past format max rarity. Here goes Green Baboon, jump towards 14. You could argue Retro Pack Secret is max, really, but I know so many people who hunted this down back in the day towards 30, and Billy played it, I think, weekend 1 and topped with it as well at Indianapolis. I happened to top that one with Troop Dupe also. Old war memories. Gemini Imps here, the common is going up. People are talking about it versus Metsurugi, as well as seeing it in past format to play, so be aware this old card with only 2 printings is seeing a bit of a spike, and just the I want to have the access version is going, meaning the secret rare should probably be following suit. I actually haven't clicked on this one to see where the near mints end up, so live editing done cheap, only towards $4. I'd probably pick up the secret over the common at this point. Priestess with Eyes of Blue max rarity secret rare out of Kaiba collection is going up in price. It has 2 other super rares if you just want a holo for your collection and it mixes with Blue Eyes stuff, but I get max rarity Blue Eyes that happens. It's $5 there and still $5 for first edition. Lord of D, speaking of Blue Eyes, the 10 version for the near mint has just consistently gone up over time and is towards $20, and my Discord found that interesting. Number 39 Utopia double quarter century secret rare. If I knew this was $1, I probably would have already been suggesting it, and still would suggest it at $2. This floats back into metagames, and you can still find them around the $1, but it's harder to buy, thus the sales are going up where people can just grab them immediately. And I was already signed in. That's kind of weird. I wonder if it signed me out for some reason. Live editing done cheap again. There we go. And you can see here some sales are ranging up, but it's mostly towards $1. Sangan Retro Pack OG, even though we have the Retro Pack Rewave, has been targeted just a bit, and it wasn't hard to make disappear. $45 copy got bought or something like that. And now we see there's no copies under 100 for near mint. So it's not like it went too crazy, but here you can see 2 went at 45 and more light plays are going. Also, the Retro Pack Rewave version is still going up just a bit right now, but nothing crazy, still around $2. Gem Armadillo from the DT5. I remember covering the initial buyout. It seems to be consistently treading and going up. Token Stray Lambs. This is very interesting to me because I could have sworn it had a holo reprint, but apparently it does not. This seems to be the only version, and it's towards $9 for the common, and people have been adding it to their collection. People love their plushy little goats and sheep. Dark Magician, the 10 version, was looking like a downward graph, but upward motion for near mint. The lowest are now $45, which is kind of funny when you start looking over at the quarter century elementary versions and all that, but this is a really cool version of the LOB art still. Elemental Hero Divine Neos is towards 140. I have no clue on this. Let me know if you know why. Is it just max rarity hero? Is it actually being played in something in past format or something upcoming? It seems really high to me versus what it should be, but the data even has a sale at 140. And finally, Secret Rare Gladiator Beasts, we've been covering them going up. They are continuing to go up even further and consistently, and people have been choosing them for past formats. The original, this deck has come back once again into the meta deck. Well, that's true for past formats as well, isn't it? Thanks for watching today's Market Watch. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the conversation, and I promise to lay off the doomer talk, even though it's me saying, hey, fix your dang product, Konami, at the end of the day, and you have to point out a problem to talk about the solution. And if you listen to the whole last video, I do talk about solutions. But yeah, people are kind of upset. It's more pushback than I've gotten in a while, with a lot of people recognizing the problem in the room as well. And here it is, literally at Nationals.